Stoppage time winners, managers running around like children, and legends returning to their former club after having been to other clubs for more than 10 years. This is what we have lined up for you in this week's analysis of European football across all the top 5 leagues in Europe. So, without any further ado, let's get cracking. So, friends, let's begin with the Premier League and where everyone was talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. So, that is what we will do as well. So, Cristiano Ronaldo has returned to Old Trafford against all the odds, or it was certainly surprising. And as you would have it, he scored on his second debut. He scored against Newcastle the first two goals. You have to say they were goalkeeping errors, but he was there to make the difference. And I don't think if he wasn't in the team that Newcastle would have lost that badly. They could have easily drawn or maybe even won. They were excellent. As a Newcastle fan, I can testify to that. Now, apart from that, Manchester City they earned a hard-fought win over Leicester. It was a close game, but then a moment of brilliance, or you couldn't call it an error. Bernardo Silva scored the only goal of the game as Manchester City registered their third win in a row, and then we had Liverpool who won 3-0 against Leeds United. Horrible injury for Harvey Elliott. Hope he recovers. He's just 18 years of age, and let's hope, fingers crossed for him. He has shown tremendous potential ever since the start of the season. He has been a surprise inclusion in the team, and yeah, what can you say? These things happen, but just you hope that the player can return as good as he is, or maybe even better. Next, we move to Tottenham. Tottenham, terrible performance against Palace. Palace was far the better team. 3-0, yes, against 10 men they scored the goals, but Tottenham were very poor, very poor. Harry Kane looked uninterested, or I don't know what. Maybe it was the team's attitude rubbing on him, but Harry Kane didn't look all that, threatening, let's say. And then Chelsea earned a hard-fought win over Aston Villa. They won 3-0, but don't be fooled by the score line. It was a very hard-fought win for the Blues, and they are now joint top of the table, 10 points to Liverpool, Manchester United, and Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester United. Moving on to the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich looked to be hitting their stride. They dismantled RB Leipzig in Leipzig. 4-1 was the score. They opened the scoring very early on. Kevin Campbell with a stupid handball, giving Robert Lewandowski a chance to score from the penalty spot, which he was never going to miss. They did score a consolation goal through Conrad Leimer, but it wasn't going to be enough. Leroy Sané and Jamal Musiala, and then our friend Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting also scored. Wolfsburg are the surprise leader at the top of the table. They beat Greuther Fürth 2-0. Wout Weghorst again with the goal. And then we also had one of the games of the season in Bundesliga, where Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Dortmund ended up with a 7-goal thriller. Borussia Dortmund won 4-3. They were 1-0 down, 2-1 down, 3-2 down, and then they eventually won 4-3 against Bayer Leverkusen. Erling Haaland with two goals. One of them was a penalty, and Julian Brandt with the goal, and Rafael Guerrero with a cracking free kick to give Borussia Dortmund the win. Looks like Bayern Munich at this early stage, they are, as I said earlier, beginning to hit the stride. Borussia Mönchengladbach also got back to winning ways. They won 3-1 against Arminia Bielefeld. Lars Stindl, their captain, with two goals. Good performance by them, and let's see what happens later on in the season. and that is how it is currently placed in Bundesliga. Now moving on to La Liga, where initially the news broke. I mean, initially as in like Barcelona versus Sevilla as well as Alaves versus Villarreal was postponed for some reasons, and then Real Madrid produced one of the performances. They were 1-0 down and then 2-1 down, but they came back to beat Celta de Vigo at Santiago Bernabeu, which was opened after a long time. Last full season they played at Alberto Di Stefano Stadium, and it was must have been a good feeling for their fans as well as players to be playing at their usual ground. So 5-2 they won thanks to a hat trick from Karim Benzema. Eduardo Camavinga scored on his debut. The wonder kid they have signed from France from Stade Rennes, and good performances from Atletico Madrid and Valencia. Atletico Madrid produced a 99th minute winner thanks to Thomas Lemar. So it's all good for them. But it looks like once again it will be a three-horse race where Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona going head to head for the title. Do Barcelona have the star quality? It looks like Memphis Depay is the star player at this stage. Sergio Aguero is yet to come back. Philippe Coutinho, I just sincerely hope for him that he can rekindle his form. Otherwise, it will be affair that would be decided in Madrid. Barcelona finishing third or fourth, and I think Sevilla will take the last Champions League spot. I will add that this is based on the very early things that I have seen in the La Liga season. Moving to Serie A, Juventus, they are out of the Serie A relegation zone just on goal difference. Another, I mean, I wouldn't call it a bad performance, but it was a performance that they could have done better. Chesney with a mistake that led to Kalidou Koulibaly's winner against them. Napoli now top of the table, or should I say joint top, with Milan who beat Lazio, and Roma who once again, not once again, but like they also produced a 91st minute winner against Sassuolo, and Jose Mourinho, like in his Chelsea days, running around on the touchline. He said it was like a run of a child. He's 58, and you can see the enthusiasm that he still has for the game. It was his 1000th game in charge as a manager, and then he ran with the to the players to celebrate. And drama wasn't over. Sassuolo thought they had scored a winner in the 90, oh sorry, an equalizer in the 94th minute, but it was ruled out for an offside. So that's how it is shaping up. Inter Milan dropped point against Sampdoria. They were 2-1 up, but then Sampdoria hit back, and Inter Milan are now fourth in the table. A good start from Udinese as well, but let's see. The big story remains Juventus, how they are doing in the Serie A. They have lost Ronaldo. Things weren't great last season. They barely made the Champions League, which in which they'll be in action later on the week. Let's see how they go about it. Last but not least, let's move to the Liga. Lionel Messi wasn't involved as he had played in the Copa America, in America World Cup qualifiers in his native Argentina. He scored a hat trick against Bolivia, but in his absence, it wasn't a big deal for PSG as they won comfortably 4-0 against Clermont. Ander Herrera of all people scoring twice. Kylian Mbappe scored as well, and as did Idrissa Gueye, two goal scorers. I mean, Herrera and Gueye, who are, you would not think are regular goal scorers, but they did get on the score sheet, so good on them. Olympique Lyon are looking like a team that is beginning to get their form. They won 3-1 against Strasbourg. Moussa Dembele scored, Lucas Paqueta scored, and that's how it is. They are still 7 points behind PSG at this very early stage. Looks like the biggest challenge is going to come from Marseille or Nice, who are both on 10 points and have a game in hand, albeit that is against each other. The game that was suspended prior to the international break. Let's see how it goes, but I don't see anyone stopping PSG this time. Lille are in big trouble. Not trouble as in like they have lost all of their good players. Not all, but they have lost some good players. Monaco seem to be struggling. So PSG all the way for me. And so let's see what happens this week. Champions League returns. The first match day will be taking place on Tuesday and Wednesday. Interesting dynamic that will also put in as to how the leagues and the players react. You know why if they're playing 2 games a week. So let's see how that all things pan out. So friends, that is all for this video. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, bye.